Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to my channel, Educational Corner. As you are aware that we have completed lesson number 8 from our NCERT book, Curiosity, lesson Journey Through States of Water. Today we will be doing important points of this lesson. We have already completed lesson in two parts, part 1 and part 2, and we have already done summary and question answers of this lesson. If you have not watched the video, kindly watch the videos. And today we are going to learn about important points. There are three states of water: solid in the form of ice, liquid in the form of water, and gas in the form of water vapor. So water has three states: solid, liquid and gas. Ice and water are the two forms of same substance. These forms are also called states. So ice and water, they are two forms of same substance. Okay. Ice is formed with the help of water, and when ice melts it forms water. So they are two forms of same substance, and these forms are called states. These different states of water show many differences in their behavior. So all these different states of water, they show different type of behavior. Water flows but ice does not. Water splashes but ice does not. So there is difference in their behavior. And what is the difference? If we take water and ice, water flows but ice does not flow. Water splashes but ice does not splashes. Okay. The water gets converted into gaseous state is called water vapor. So when water gets changed or converted into its gaseous state, it is called water vapor. Water vapor is actually invisible, means it is not seen, it is invisible, but the presence of tiny droplet of water in the steam makes it visible. But when we steam, when we steam the water, at that time tiny droplets of water are visible, which we can see in the form of water vapor. The process of conversion of water into its vapor state is called evaporation. So conversion means when we convert. So the process of conversion means to convert water into vapor state. It is called evaporation. There are some example of evaporation like drying of wet clothes. When we dry the wet clothes, mopped floor and sweat from our body, these are example of evaporation. And what is evaporation? It is the conversion of water into its vapor state. The process of evaporation takes place continuously, even at room temperature. When we are sitting in a room, at that time also this process of evaporation, means conversion of water into its vapor form, takes place continuously. When the water vapor present in the air comes in contact with a cold surface, it forms water droplets. So, when water vapor comes in contact with some cold surface, it forms water droplets. Like for example, if you are doing steam, at that time also when steam is put to a hold, then what happens, the air comes in contact with the cold surface and it forms the water droplet. The process of conversion means to convert, of water vapor into its liquid state, it is called condensation. So when water vapor converts into liquid state, it is called condensation, means the water vapor is coming in contact with the cold surface, it is called and it comes into its liquid state, it is called condensation. The amount of water vapor in the air is known as humidity. So when there is amount of water vapor in the air, it is called humidity. Water vapor from the air comes in contact with the cold surface of glass tumbler and gets converted into water droplets on the glass tumbler through condensation. So, water vapor from air comes in contact with cold surface, right, of the glass tumbler. The glass tumbler has some water droplets outside it because of the process of condensation. Ice, solid state, retains its shape irrespective of the container in which it is placed, while water takes the shape of container. Ice does not flow or spread. So ice which is in solid state, it retains मतलब it takes its shape. Retains मतलब वो अपनी shape में ही रहती है, irrespective of the container in which it is placed. ओके, सो उसकी शेप जो है वो चेंज नहीं होती, वो सेम ही रहती है. वाइल वाटर टेक्स द शेप ऑफ कंटेनर, वाटर हम जिसमें भी डालेंगे उसकी शेप ले लेगा. आइस डज नॉट फ्लो और स्प्रेड, आइस जो है वो फ्लो भी नहीं होती और स्प्रेड भी नहीं होती, बट वाटर फ्लोज ऑल्सो एंड स्प्रेड ऑल्सो. वाटर विच इज इन लिक्विड स्टेट flows and change its shape. So water flows also and changes its shape. Water does not have a fixed shape. Water की कोई fixed shape नहीं है, वो हमेशा किसकी shape लेगा, जिस भी कंटेनर में हम पानी को डालेंगे वो उसकी shape ले लेगा. It takes up the shape of container in which it is kept, but the volume of water remain constant. But the volume, जो उसकी volume है वो same रहती है. Water vapor, gaseous state, and in gaseous state we have water vapor. It exhibits a property of spreading out in entire available space. So water vapor, they spread out in the given space. Gases do not possess a fixed shape. So gas की कोई fixed shape नहीं होती है. Okay. So in this case only ice is the one जिसकी fixed shape है, बाकी किसी की फिक्स्ड शेप नहीं है. और वो भी जब आइस मेल्ट हो जाएगी तो वो शेप जो है वो मतलब वो जिस कंटेनर में उसकी शेप ले लेती है. Atmospheric water generator AWG machines, they collect water from humid air to produce drinkable water. So AWG, which is atmospheric water generator, short form is AWG. These machines, they collect water. कहाँ से collect करती है? Humid air से, to produce drinkable water for us. Water and other substance change their states on heating or cooling. So water and the other substance, they change their state or form either on heating or on cooling. If we heat ice, then it changes into water, and when we cool water, then it changes into ice. So water and the other substance, they change their states on heating or cooling. This is very important. Then we have the definition of melting and freezing. The process of conversion of a solid into liquid state is called melting. Means when we convert or change a solid into liquid state, it is called melting. For example, if we change a solid which is ice into liquid state which is water, it is called melting. The process of conversion of liquid into solid state is called freezing. So the process of conversion means when we change liquid, for example water, into a solid state which is ice, it is called freezing. So this is the definition of melting and freezing. The amount of water vapor in the air is more on rainy days, hence rainy days are more humid. Okay, so amount of water vapor is there in air. It is more on rainy days, so rainy days are having more humidity, they have more moisture than the other days. The clothes dry slowly on rainy day. Why? Because the water evaporates slowly. जो भी क्लोथ्स के अंदर जो पानी है वो बहुत स्लोली इवेपोरेट होगा. क्यों? क्योंकि बाहर का क्लाइमेट ऑलरेडी ह्यूमिड है, आसपास जो है वो ह्यूमिडिटी है, मॉइस्चर है, इसी वजह से क्लोथ्स जो हैं वो बहुत ही स्लोली ड्राई होंगे ऑन अ रेनी डे. Okay, if the amount of water in the air is already high, more humidity, water evaporates slowly. So because the water content is high in the air, there is more humidity or moisture, so water evaporates very slowly. Water seeps through the surface of the earthen pot and evaporates, which imparts a cooling effect on the water. So, if you have seen an earthen pot, or we call it as matka, it is kept in our home, in which water seeps through the surface of these, goes through the surface of the earthen pot, and it evaporates, which creates a cooling effect on water. So the water remains cool in matka because the water seeps through the earthen pot and evaporates. The wind helps the sweat to evaporate and cools us when we sit under a fan. So whenever we sit under a fan, what happens? The fan, when the fan is moving and providing us the wind helps the sweat. Whatever sweat we are having, it evaporates and cools when we sit under a fan. A unique clay pot which is used to keep the water cool in summers is called surahi. Okay, so a unique type of clay pot which is used to keep water cool is called surahi, and we use it in summer. It is again a type of a clay earthen pot. When air moves higher above the earth's surface, it becomes cooler. So when the air moves higher, means it moves at a higher place above the earth's surface, it becomes cool there. At certain heights, the air gets so cool that the water vapor in turn turn into droplets. So the air gets at certain height, air इतनी ज़्यादा cool हो जाती है कि water vapor changes into droplets. छोटे छोटे drops बन जाते हैं. ये जो छोटे छोटे ड्रॉप्स हैं, these small droplets float in the air. ये हवा में float करते हैं and form clouds. स्मॉल ड्रॉप्स जो हैं ये क्लाउड्स को फॉर्म करते हैं. मेनी ड्रॉपलेट्स जॉइन टुगेदर टू फॉर्म बिगर ड्रॉप ऑफ वाटर. तो छोटे छोटे जो ड्रॉप्स हैं ये क्या करते हैं, बड़े बड़े ड्रॉप्स बना लेते हैं वाटर के, और फिर उसके बाद सम ड्रॉप्स गेट सो हैवी, और कोई ड्रॉप्स जो हैं वो इकट्ठे ज्वाइन होने के बाद ये इतने हैवी हो जाते हैं दैट दे स्टार्ट फॉलिंग. दीज फॉलिंग वाटर ड्रॉप्स आर what we call rain. So how rain fall on the earth in the form of the water drops, right? And how do these water drops form? With the help of the water vapor. Okay, the air when it gets cool, the water vapor change into droplets. These small droplets form clouds, and they join together to form bigger clouds and bigger drop of water, and these drops form, these become so heavy that they start falling on earth as water droplets, which we call as rain. As we know, gas balloons containing lighter gases go up in the air. Similarly, water vapor is lighter than air, causing it to rise. So, if you have seen gas balloons, they contain lighter gases. If you try to hold them with a thread, and if you try to, when you try to release them, at that time what will happen, they will rise up in the air. Similarly, water vapor is lighter than air, causing it to rise. So water vapor is lighter than air, it moves fast into the air. Atmosphere, what is atmosphere? It is a thin layer of air that surrounds the earth. So the earth is surrounded by a layer of air which is very thin, and it is called the atmosphere. The water from the ocean and the earth's surface evaporate into the atmosphere as vapor and returns as rain, hail or snow, ultimately flowing back to the oceans. This circulation of water is known as the water cycle. So the water from the ocean, and earth surface. So whatever water is there in the ocean and the around the earth surface, it evaporates. इवेपोरेट होके कहाँ चला जाता है, एटमॉस्फेयर में चला जाता है एज वेपर, भाप बन के चला जाता है. एंड इट रिटर्न्स एज रेन बिकॉज दे फॉर्म क्लाउड्स अप इन द स्काई, एंड इट रिटर्न्स एज रेन, हेल और स्नो, अल्टीमेटली फ्लोइंग बैक टू द ओशन. तो जो पानी है ओशन का वो पहले इवेपोरेट होता है, गर्म होता है, हीटअप होता है और वो एटमॉस्फेयर में चला जाता है एज वेपर. वहां जाके ऊपर क्लाउड्स बनते हैं, क्लाउड्स बनते हैं तो फिर वो रेन की फॉर्म में, हेल स्नो की फॉर्म में नीचे आता है, वापस फ्लोइंग बैक टू द ओशंस. एंड दिस इज द सर्कुलेशन ऑफ वाटर विच गोज ऑन. दिस इज अ कंटिन्यूस cycle which moves on and it is called water cycle. Okay, this is called water cycle. Water cycle is continuous in nature. This is the circulation of water which is moving again and again from earth surface to the sky, and then back from sky to the atmosphere or sky to the oceans. It is called water cycle. Most of the water is in the oceans and it cannot be used directly because ocean water is not fit for consumption or for drinking as it is salty. So water, most of the water is in ocean and it cannot be used directly. The number of people using water is increasing with a rise in pollution. So the number of people, as you know, our population is increasing. As the population is increasing, the people are demanding more water. The increasing demand for water causes its shortage. So when they demand more water, it causes the shortage. So it is very important to use water judicially or wisely. We should not waste it and avoid wasting it. So we should not waste water. We should use it wisely. We should take care of this thing that the water should not be wasted. So with this we have completed all the important points. I hope all the important points will be helpful for you at the time of your studies. So kindly go through all the points again. Now I'll meet you in my next video. So up till then, take good care of yourself. Goodbye. See you soon.